We've all seen this before, right? All those beautiful, rich and white synths. Well, it's all Unison. But what does it actually do? Unison creates multiple copies of the same sound, also called voices. Each copy, or voice, gets slightly detuned and stereo separated, resulting in a richer and wider sound. But why does it actually work? Well, it's because our ears interpret tiny differences in pitch and stereo position as width and richness, which actually tricks our brain into hearing one super sound instead of many stacked copies. And that's why Unison is the go-to for leads, pads and plugs when you want them to feel alive and massive. And because you know I like to get straight to the point without wasting your time, that's it. That's Unison. However, if you want to understand how to work it and when to and when not to use it, the rest of the video is just for you. Logically, you'd think that as you add voices, the effect would get gradually more intense, but that's not the case with Unison. You see, how is it possible that two voices actually sound wider than three voices? Then four voices are logically double the amount of two voices. Well, the key difference is that with even numbers like 2, 4, 6, the voices are evenly detuned and spread in the stereo image, creating this rich, wide sound. Well, then if your number is odd, like 3, 5, 7, you'll always end up with that one voice that needs to be placed somewhere while still keeping the final sound evenly spread and tuned. You see where I'm going with this, right? That one voice always stays in center and perfectly tuned while the remaining number of voices gets spread and detuned around it evenly. So that's why even number of voices make it sound wider, while with odd numbers you always have one voice sitting dead center, so the sound feels stable and strong in mono. If the voices are 100% identical, all you get is a volume boost, which is boring. And that's why there's a detune knob that slightly shifts the pitch of each voice up or down. This creates phase interference, which is basically peaks and dips in the waveform, and you get that shimmering effect. Now you might be like, oh, this is kinda similar to chorus, isn't it? And yeah, it actually is. However, chorus preserves the original sound and creates a single copy that gets detuned, but most importantly delayed. So while it might seem similar, definitely don't get these two mixed up. Now, this knob is useful only with 3 or more voices. Can you guess why? Essentially, you are blending the white voices with the centered ones, so if you have two voices evenly spread, there is nothing to blend with. Which changes when we add a third voice. Suddenly you have one voice in the dead center and two white voices around it. By turning the blend up, you push the white noises and lower the center one, resulting in a wider and more detuned sound. But at the end of the day, it's your PC, your sound, your synth, your music, so do as you please. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you on the next one.